Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Podcast, the podcast that reviews the movies and talks that nerd shit. This is episode 726, and here's your review of Chinatown. As always, is Nerd Channel here to host Sean Lancer, wonderful co-host Barry and Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to wonderful Monday. It's a Monday.
Monday night, live early and ad-free over on patreon.com/thenerdcore. At the $1 tier, you get this episode live early and ad-free before anybody else gets to watch it with an ad on Tuesday at 12 p.m. Central Time. And, of course, just $1 a month gets you that, along with our other episodes that go up on Saturdays that is streamed live to you all on Thursdays. Sometimes they go up on Mondays, like today. Yeah. So, without further ado, before we can go ahead and get into this review, Brad, how are you doing?
Doing well, Raul. Doing well. A little sleepy, so probably going to bed after this. Because early mornings.
Yeah. We have done 725 episodes before this one, Brad. And this is one of the episodes that I did not want to, not that I don't want to do this episode.
It's the director that's an issue.
And look, I am a proponent of, art needs to be studied and it needs to be discussed. And there's evil people that make art. There's a lot of evil people that make art. And today's conversation is solely based on the artwork and the artist who made that artwork. It is not about the human who is a very vile and evil person. But I just never thought 725 episodes before this, we would ever open this fucking can of worms. And today,
my bad.
We're discussing a Roman Polanski film.
I mean, it's again, this is based on the art.
If it was gonna be at least one Roman Polanski film, it was gonna be either this one or Rosemary's Baby. So it's okay. It's not like we're talking about some one of his newest films, which I would have been like, Brad, why the fuck are we doing this? Why are we fucking watching The Officer and the Spy?
I mean, I looked up noir, and let's be honest, this is supposedly one of the best noirs ever made.
This is one of the most important noirs. This is the first ever neo-noir. This is the film that marks when noir returns. Yeah. This is very important. This is a film that I learned about in history of noir, history of film noir. I didn't watch the film, but my professor said this is one of the most important films ever made in the United States. It is the first ever neo-noir. He goes, everything before that, nah. After, I can't remember the year, but it's like 50 something when film noir officially ends, and then neo noir starts in 74 with Chinatown. So, this is a very, very important movie, and
with a very horrible person behind the lens.
Very much terrible person. I never thought that we'd have to open this fucking can of worms. And
let's be real here. This is the first Noir-vember.
Yeah. So if we don't have to do it today, if we have to do it today, we don't ever have to do it again.
Yeah. Let's be real. It would show up in another future Noir-vember. Eventually. It would have to.
Fucking hate that and I'm mostly not happy because I was fully expecting to watch this and not give any sort of compensation.
Yeah, you were kind of hoping okay, this guy's garbage and his film's gonna be garbage, and not
that. I was gonna say whether I like the movie or not, and whether I watch it, at least I won't be giving this man compensation.
Oh yes,
and I completely fucking was not prepared to do that because apparently the way that I wanted to watch it was just not available.
Yeah, this movie was not in other areas where we could use.
Yeah. Even though it shows up in that area, and then when I look into the source of that area, it's not there.
I'm just gonna say I hope Jeff Bezos, his whack ass steals all the money anyway.
No. Yeah.
Fucking kills it.
But yeah, Brad. I've had a long day. I streamed. What's it called? To watch this film. I can't believe I didn't get to fucking watch Doom Prophecy, but I fucking watched this. I gave him money, but instead of finishing up Doom Prophecy episode 1, which by the way, Brad, did you get to watch it?
I did.
Okay, cool. All right. Any progress on getting to watch Doom Part 2?
No, I need to do that though. So this is going to continuously remind me of I need to watch Doom Part 2.
Well, the good thing is that it's a prequel, so you're not like
I'm not. It's like 10,000 years in the fucking in the past.
Yeah.
So after I read that, I'm like, oh, I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, man. Just today's been a really long day, and I'm sure that Brad's had a long day too. But yeah, Brad, did your bug guy ever show up?
No. Send me $85. So
what the fuck was he gonna spray for?
He just so this is mostly for Brenda's sake, is we have him come once a month, and he sprays around the house and in the garage for in case, just so bugs don't get in. And he changes. We have mouse bait, because when we originally bought the house, it was kind of mouse infested in areas, and so we had to get rid of all of them. That's how we got the house for such a good price, is nobody wanted to fucking deal with that. So we had to deal with that. We had them come out, and we've had bait boxes around the house since then. And so, they get $85 to come spray it and change the bait boxes. And that's mostly for Brenda's, because I know me. It's like, yeah, I'll spray it. I'll spray it once and then just fucking forget.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you don't want to deal with fucking. Well, Brad, is it going to get rid of the scorpions?
We really don't get a lot of scorpions where we're at least where I'm living. There's not a lot of scorpions that show up.
Yeah,
there's been a few here and there, but I've seen more.
What about your old place? Did you get a lot of scorpions back there?
I did, actually. In the previous place I lived, yes.
Damn,
I did get more scorpions there.
Yeah. Damn, bro, Arizona's fucking crazy with scorpions, huh?
It's no Australia, but we still got things that'll kill you.
Yeah. Well, hey man, this is the switch you make for fucking hurricanes. For me getting hurricanes.
Yeah, that's true. And Texans.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Yeah. Well, sucks that your guy show up. Nikki, what's it called? Did you ever reach out and be like, "Hey, Brad, I'm sorry"?
Like nothing. I was like, what the fuck? Because I had a guy come to give me a bid or a quote for cutting our tree down that fell on my truck. He came out, he gave me a quote. I haven't heard back from him. It's like, the fuck? Like, I will pay you.
It's not like I don't pay you, bro. Like,
okay. And then Brenda's like, well, why don't you reach out? And I'm like, I'm the one fucking paying him. He should be calling me to fucking. Well, I gotta do his work.
Oh God. Well, yeah, you find. Yeah, you hate to find a Texan in your shoe in your shoe when you wake up in the morning. Yeah, just the worst part of the day, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Well, hope that gets figured out soon, because I know Brenda's gonna probably want that to get fixed soon.
Well, if he doesn't show up, luckily it's winter. So if it was summer, I probably would make a call and be like, "Hey, nobody showed up. Can you send them next week or something?" But since it's winter, I'm not really worried about it.
You're like, yeah, it's whatever.
But
yeah, with that said, though, let's go ahead and get ready to do this thing, Brad. So, if you have not watched Chinatown, you should probably get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers, or you've already seen the film, go ahead and stay. This is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today's episode of the Nerd Court is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off your first order with code TheNerdCourt. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video. All right, Brad. Go ahead and read the info for Chinatown.
All right,
your pick.
Yep. Hey, we got to get to it at some point, and it's 725 episodes later. Chinatown is a 1974 American neo-noir mystery film directed by Roman Polanski from a screenplay by Robert Towne. The film stars Jack Nicholson and Faye Dunaway. It was inspired by the California Water Wars, a series of disputes over Southern California water at the beginning of the 20th century that resulted in Los Angeles securing water rights in the Owens Valley. The Robert Evans production, released by Paramount Pictures, was Polanski's last film in the United States and features many elements of film noir, particularly a multi-layered story that is part mystery and part psychological drama. Chinatown was released in the United States on June 20th, 1974, to acclaim from critics. At the 47th Academy Awards, it was nominated for 11 Oscars, with Towne winning Best Original Screenplay. The Golden Globe Awards honored it for Best Drama, Best Director, Best Actor, and Best Screenplay. The American Film Institute placed it second among the top 10 mystery films in 2008. In 1991, the film was selected by the Library of Congress for preservation in the United States National Film Registry as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. It is also often cited as one of the greatest films of all time. A sequel, The Two Jakes, was released in 1990, again starring Nicholson, who also directed, with Robert Towne returning to write the screenplay. The film failed to match the claim of its predecessor. And what do we get? Cinematography, John A. Alonzo. Edited by Sam Osteen. Music by Jerry Goldsmith. And with a budget of $6 million, it came with a box office of $29.2 million.
Yep. And, all right, man. Brad, what are your initial thoughts on,
I guess we're just going to rip the Band-Aid off.
Rip the fucking Band-Aid off, Brad. What are your initial thoughts on Chinatown?
It's a fucking good noir. It just is. That's what you have to give it. I mean, I don't want to give any credit to this man, so I'm not going to even say his name for the rest of this review. But the film's fucking good. I mean, it has intrigue. It's got some mystery kicked in. It's got, you know, the femme fatale in herself. She gets the comeuppance.
Yep.
Of what Jack Nicholson would usually get in a noir. I guess he kind of gets it because of her death. But it has all the elements of a noir that make a noir great. And cinematography, I mean, the shots are great.
By the way, new 4K restoration, Brad.
Yeah, I'm not giving them money. Just not. I'll give my rent of my Amazon points I had left over, but I'm not doing it. It's great. Jack Nicholson is terrific in this. Faye Dunaway, terrific. I love the story overall. And again, it's always the goddamn rich guy who gets away with everything.
Yep. Yeah, Brad, this is a fucking incredible film. I fucking hate to say it. Yeah, no, hate to fucking say it. Yeah, it's an incredible film. I'm not gonna say it's one of the best noirs I've ever seen, but I understand why it's so important, and I see why. This really does, coin the term neo-noir and really brings in the rebirth of this big style that was very famous.
The aesthetics of it, of the suits and the women smoking and the gangsters and the corrupt politicians. It's got all of that.
Yeah, and what this film does, because it's like it revives a genre that was pretty much characterized by the visual language that it had, and it's now you're working with Technicolor. You don't have black and white cinematography to have harsh contrast and low lighting and all that, so you're not gonna get the visual language of film noir. But what you can do is get the aesthetic and the thematic language of film noir, and that's what Chinatown does. And man, what a great performance by Jack Nicholson. I love Dunaway in this movie as well. Especially just that last part where she's just telling her, like, telling him like, like he's like, oh, like what is she? Like she's my sister. Boom, fucking slaps her. She's my daughter. She's my sister. She's my daughter. And it's like, and you're like, oh fuck, what's like what is it? And it's like, boom, right there, the fucking big twist that we were waiting for.
Yep. She's my daughter. She's my sister. She's my daughter. She's my sister. It's like, oh shit. Also John Huston. He's got to be one of the top villains of all time.
Oh,
he's got to be up there, fucking up there.
Yep. What a vile piece of crap, too, man. Yeah. God, but this whole movie, man, just all the way through to like, him, bro. Even when he gets jumped in that freaking field, dude.
Yeah.
Like he really thought he was gonna get out of there, but nope.
Oh,
and then just fucking gets beaten up and. Just I love the way that it looks, man. I love the use of like the tight shots in there too, and it just it's great.
The dialogue was great in there too. The scene where he's hunting, he's on the trail, and then he comes to the two guys. He almost drowns, and then once he gets out, the dude cuts his nose open. It's like holy shit.
Yep. I've never seen the sequel to Two Jakes, but I mean, it's fucking directed by Jack Nicholson. So
I might actually pay for that.
Yeah.
So, the music's great for this.
Music's great, man.
It works well throughout. It's like previous noirs I've seen. Again, without the music, noirs don't work in my opinion.
No, it doesn't.
So in this again, it's well done.
Yep, and I like the whole idea of like the water supply sub story and like what that subplot and really like
and that was an actual true. There's history, there's history of that actually being true. So to sprinkle in that little idea there from actual history is actually really smart.
Yeah, which is just it's really smart and it's a damn good screenplay and it's just damn like I just kept watching this and I was like fuck man. It's like it's actually good. It's actually really fucking good.
Yeah, I didn't really want to like send a message to be like, yeah, that's fucking good. I just because again, it's hard to separate the art from the artist.
It's hard, but it is possible.
It is possible.
It is possible because there's a lot of films that I like. The motherfuckers are pieces of shit, but
or the actors were pieces of shit, or on and on. The list is on and on. So
yeah, but I was like, damn, bro, like this is actually pretty fucking good, and I was really surprised at the colors they were able to get out of this because it's just like, damn, bro, like
the shadows
Technicolor was really just amazing, man, and it really sucks that we pretty much abandoned Technicolor at this point.
Is that because the digital came into?
Yeah, it kind of is pretty much. It's just like, damn, bro, like Technicolor just looks so good and always made sets look so lifelike. Whereas now it's just like, God, it just
kind of dull.
It's like it's stuff that just digital just can't reproduce. And Technicolor was just amazing.
What did Tarkovsky use? Because some of his shit
that was not Technicolor.
No, it like glows. I think it was radiation, but
yeah. Remember, they had their own color processing, and they had their own film that they wanted specifically the Soviets to use.
Yeah, but that's the closest I could think of maybe to something like Technicolor is just Tarkovsky's just glowing on the goddamn screen.
Yeah, but
I like the use of the color in this. It really pops. But he does incorporate like the shadows, and he does night scenes, and everything in a noir that I've come to enjoy. From our past viewings, it's in here.
Yep. And man, like it is straight up a noir, man. There's no other way to say it. This is straight up a noir, and it has everything that Chernobyl color,
color.
Yeah, Chernobyl color. And it has everything. It has the femme fatale. It has the morally ambiguous protagonist. It has it needs the detective, and it's a whole detective story.
And it's got the twist in it when he finds the glasses in the saltwater pond. Even I was going, oh, she fucking did it. she fucking did it. And then like that she comes clean with, who her sister is, and it's like, oh fuck. And then she's like, yeah, he never wore bifocals. And then we look at it and you see the frames and how they twist, and you're like, oh, it's her fucking father, that old fuck.
Yep. Yep. But man, it's a great movie. It's a really good movie. I don't think it's perfect. I think I've seen noirs past this point that I think do it better. And I will say you feel those fucking 2 hours and 10 minutes pretty damn hard though. Where I really felt like, damn, like this is really keep going, and then the twist happens. You're like, okay, I'm back in. Yeah. But I don't think it's perfect, but I think it is it's still. I really see why it's important. I see why people love this movie. It's a really good movie. I mostly was just a massive fan of the cinematography, and of course the main performances from Nicholson and Dunaway, because just great performances, and Huston too. In Huston. But yeah, I thought this movie was pretty damn good, and it just really sucks that that he who shall not be named was the one who did this, and this was his last film in the United States. And if you want to know why it was his last film in the United States, you should probably go and look that up. Yeah. Which is also fucking nuts. It's like, damn.
I kind of want to watch this Two Jakes film though.
Yeah, I want to see the Two Jakes as well. Yeah. I'm interested to see what Jack Nicholson does as a director in it too. So
be interesting.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that it's nowhere near like as good as this one, but it's probably, it's still pretty much what's it called, a sequel to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, fucking killer poster too, man. Damn, that's a nice ass poster.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like a Batman poster.
And apparently there was supposed to be a third film. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, Brad, my final verdict is I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. Thought it was a pretty damn good movie, and I really liked it. But what is your final verdict, Brad?
I mean, I really like this film. Hard to say it again, but the film standing on its own is a great noir. I really enjoyed it. It had me intrigued through it. The story had me wrapped around it, just like, oh no, she did it. Oh fuck, he did it. Oh goddamn, okay. And it's a 9 out of 10 for me. Like, it's just a good film.
Yep. Yeah, at least the credit for the screenplay doesn't go to him. It goes to fucking Robert Lone. So, Robert Tone.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
Yeah. Well, at least we don't have to. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't think we'd ever have to get to this point, Brad. But
well,
now you can choose Rosemary's Baby another time.
Oh god, we've passed this bridge, so it'd probably be another 725 to get to Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah. But with that said, that concludes our review of where's my fucking mouse of Chinatown. As always, we want to thank you guys so much for joining us. Check us out on the nerdcore.com, Twitter at the Nerdcore, Instagram at the Nerdcore, Letterboxd at the Nerdcore, TikTok at the Nerdcore, Patreon.com/the Nerdcore for you to get this episode live early and ad free, so you can chat with us just like Stacy did right now. Check that out. Patreon.com/the Nerdcore. Oh wow, I don't usually yawn in the microphone, but today I am. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss a single review that drops on the channel, and make sure that you leave a like on the video as well. Comment what do you think about this film. Do you have the 4K release of it on physical? I'm being real honest, guys. I'm willing to pay $1 for this one, just like the $1 I was willing to pay for Rise of Skywalker. And that's not based on the quality. That's just based on who the fuck has made this movie. So yeah, if I can find this movie for $1, I'll pick it up for $1. But this is one that will never touch my shelf unless it was paid for by $1. But of course, if you're listening to us on your favorite podcast app of choice, make sure you leave a 5-star review and follow us on that feed as well. All of that helps us out so much. And of course, we want to thank our Patreon supporters. Without them, none of this is possible. Especially our wonderful executive producer Shane. Where can they find him, Brad?
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/XSRK or on Twitter at thrifted.io, or go buy something from the Subby God at Prison City Vintage. depop.com, and actually it's depop.com/Prison City Vintage. So
Yeah.
something will work.
Yeah, something's gonna work. Brad, we don't have to do another film by this guy next on Thursday, but it's another one that you selected. So we'll see them live on Patreon on Thursday, up for everybody on Saturday. It's gonna happen. I'm not gonna fuck it up this time, guys. It's for sure gonna go up on Saturday. So yeah, the only people who win when that happens are the patrons, since they get it for so much longer. But
Stacey wins.
Yeah, Stacey wins.
Always wins.
Wednesday, we're gonna be doing the Spawn episode 3. So go and check that out when y'all get the chance. What, Brad?
Exciting.
Okay, I thought you said maybe. I was like, what the fuck?
No, exciting. I said exciting.
Yeah. Great noir series, by the way.
Yeah. I kind of want to watch 2 at a time at this point.
Yeah. So make sure y'all go check that out on the $5 tier, patreon.com/nerdcore. But without further ado, Brad, let's go ahead and send them the hell out of here.
All right, Raul. Thank you, host, as always. Thank you to Stacey.
Yeah, don't go to Wicked's website. Don't go to wicked.com.
Or do. Thank you. Thank you, Raul, for being host as always. Thank you, Stacey, for joining us again once in chat. Thank you to our listeners out there at Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, the only thing I have to tell you is to steal this movie. Young Yoda.